the boy from the boogaloo. Know me, they look up, I be in the clouds. Pool full of Henny, I drink and I drown. Daytime better come correct. Ain't playing at your best, then you will get left. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. If it don't involve money, then I don't accept. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Welcome back! Eternal Dragon here with my latest Borderlands 3 build, Planet Slapper Amara. A lot has already been done with this style of playing Amara, so for Planet Slapper, I tried to do things a little bit differently, and I got some fantastic results. So for this build, we're going to be throwing your fish slap grenade a lot. Having the Guardian Angel shotgun in your hands when you throw the fish slap will increase the slap's damage by up to 500% based on your distance to the enemy. We're using the 150/90 anoint to maximize the damage dealt on the first hit, in most cases killing any enemy outright if it doesn't have an immunity phase. The fish slap deals melee damage and receives damage buffs from Amara's melee skills, making it a very effective way of delivering massive damage to any target in the game. If you don't have access to the Guardian Angel, then the Psycho Stabber is a good base game replacement. The other main weapon will be the Face Puncher. This shotgun also hits for melee, like the fish slap, and thusly will get the same bonuses from your skills. This gun is also how we are going to stack the purple tree skill, Body and Mind. You want to get a Face Puncher with times 14 pellets, as each pellet will trigger its own Body and Mind splash explosion, so the more, the better. We're using the action skill End Increase Melee 100% anoint to capitalize on your skills and how they transfer into extra splash damage with the Body and Mind skill. For the shield, we're going to be going with a level 72 Revolter with Action Skill Start trigger, and this will add a lot of extra universal damage to anything you do. It works for all of your weapons and your action skills. It is shock, so once in a while you'll run into an immune enemy that kind of gets around that, but in general, absolutely fantastic amount of extra damage added on top of basically anything you do. In the artifact slot, we have a few different options, with a Cryo or Radiation Stone Commander Planetoid being the top choice for max single target damage, and for helping to get around any immunities that you run into. With its cycling damage type, the Planetoid is great for taking down badasses. The other preferred artifact would be a Radiation Stone Static Charge. In cases of large groups of enemies, that additional shock damage that chains can really help out when your action skill is down. On both artifacts, bonuses to melee damage, area of effect damage, and action skill damage are the ones to look for. Or action skill cooldown is also a really great one to look for there. Finally, we come to our class mod, and we are going for the Breaker. I got one with extra splash radius, action skill cooldown, and extra grenade damage, which would pretty much be the best set of passes that you could hope for on this build. The extra radius does help the fish slap, as does the grenade damage passive. Faster cooldown is always a must on Amara, as her Expedite Augment skill is still bugged and it's not working at all. The Breaker comm can also come with a bonus to Find Your Center skill, and getting an extra point in that skill will increase your melee damage by an extra 100% and increase the range at which you can deal melee damage in general. For action skills, Planet Slapper Amara uses Ties That Bind most of the time, with Fracture as your choice for single target bossing. Ties That Bind will easily help you clear out large groups of enemies, while Fracture can deliver solid damage and guarantee Revolter shield buff triggers. The skill Augment Revelation is a great choice to add extra damage to ties and add splash damage to your Fracture skill. The skill trees are set up to give the most bonus damage to melee and splash damage so that your fish slaps, face puncher shots, and body and mind triggers all receive the best combination of triggers to keep your damage extremely high, while also keeping sustainment in your skill tree so that you can be regaining life whenever you deal damage. Remember to diversify your extra damage anointment types amongst all the different elements that you can get, as each new type adds more damage into body and mind, as well as giving you more chances for multiple elemental DOTs. This build will also spread any DOTs that you apply across very large areas so that even enemies who run from you die when they dive into cover. Radsplosions will also decimate areas as they spread between mobs. Boom boom, big explosions everywhere. Well, that's it for this one, everybody. Thanks for checking out Planet Slapper Amara. I hope you're excited to give it a try, and if you want to see more of my content, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow so that you can check out my upcoming builds. Happy gaming!